Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another video for The Division. Now, if you missed my last video, then I compiled a list of all the currently known weapons that we've seen in-game and in screenshots in an attempt to begin building an up-to-date and accurate weapon list. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you check it out. But in today's video, I want to touch on a couple of topics that were discussed in last week's community Q&A, namely Rogue Agent status and the Dark Zone. If you guys do enjoy this video, then it would be amazing if you could hit that like button and leave a comment down below. Now let's begin by talking about Rogue Agent status. This is something that was discussed quite a bit at E3, but also caused quite a bit of confusion, so the Q&A aimed to try and clear that up as much as possible. Effectively, the way that it works is as follows. You enter the Dark Zone as a neutral player. This applies to everyone. The second you make that transition from single player PvE world to the Dark Zone PvP environment, you are neutral. Upon encountering other human players, you are met with a choice. If you see someone with a white name and not a skull, this implies they are neutral. At this point, you can simply ignore them. You can attempt to communicate by showing them that you mean no harm in the hope that you'll form a temporary alliance, or you can go rogue and shoot them. The second you do this, you are flagged with a skull next to your name. This indicates you've gone rogue. When you go rogue, you get a bounty put on your head, and this can be seen by other players. The more you kill, the bigger the bounty. As you kill more players, you'll also increase your rogue level. There are 5 levels in total. As a level 1 rogue, you keep this status for 2 minutes. Every time you kill people and climb the ranks, your timer resets, up to a maximum of 5 minutes. Now what's really cool is that if you manage to survive for the duration of this timer, you receive your own bounty. But it is going to be pretty tough to do this. After all, the more rogue you are, the bigger the bounty, the more appeal there is for other players to kill you. It's also worth noting that if you're a neutral player and you kill a rogue player, this does not make you rogue. You only go rogue by killing another neutral. There is also a Dark Zone specific XP system known simply as Dark Zone XP, and you lose a considerable amount of this XP if you die as a rogue, and the players that kill you will receive that XP. So while it's most definitely possible to progress as a rogue agent in the Dark Zone, it's going to be the much more difficult route. Also, while in a team, there's no friendly fire. But if you want to emulate what you saw in the E3 trailer, where the player leaves the party and shoots his own team, it's worth noting that your teammates will be given a warning for a few seconds on screen that you are leaving, so it means that they can prepare for what's about to happen. So all in all, the life of a rogue is going to be a hard one. And while it may seem appealing to mess up people's days from time to time, know that it carries some pretty serious consequences. Given that Dark Zone XP can both be earned and lost, I'd imagine this also means that ranks can similarly be gained and lost. So if you do want to live the life of a rogue, you better make sure you're fully kitted out. Now that is pretty much it on the rogue status for now, but just to wrap this video up, a couple of other questions cropped up in the Q&A. One to do with Dark Zones, or more specifically the quantity of Dark Zones and whether there are multiple or just one, and the answer is one. One very big Dark Zone that stretches through the middle of Manhattan, multiple entry points, multiple extraction points, and increasingly more difficult enemies throughout. But regardless, there is only one Dark Zone. Also, the question on Dark Zone player cap came up, and while it wasn't given a definitive answer, given that they are still tweaking the exact numbers, they did say it'd be more than the 9 we saw in the E3 demo. And that, my friends, is it! Thanks for watching, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could hit that like button, and also let me know down below if there's anything you'd really like to know about The Division. I'll be honest with you guys, every week I scour the footage and the internet trying to think of a new topic to talk about, given that the information right now is so sparse. So if there's anything you'd like me to shed some light on, and I'm able to, then let me know down below. Aside from that, thanks again for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.